to abolish the Senate, it would require provincial unanimity. And quite frankly, that is something that at this time would just be impossible to achieve. So what Prime Minister Harper has done is he has said, in light of the situation that we face, he will simply stop appointing senators. Parliament is functioning and Canadian democracy is working well at its present form, and we have put it back to the provinces. We're prepared to work with the provinces to craft a solution, but I think that the Prime Minister has taken the correct approach. And of course, in terms of what this Prime Minister's record has been on the Senate, this is a Prime Minister that respected the democratic wishes of Alberta. When Albertans voted to elect senators, Prime Minister Harper appointed them. By contrast, when Alberta voted to elect senators, when the Liberals were in office, the Liberals just ignored the democratic result in Alberta and appointed their own party bagman. That's the difference between us and the Liberals.
The NDP has a clear principled position. We do want to abolish the Senate. It's wrong to have this unelected, unaccountable body making laws for Canadians. It won't be easy. But Mr. Mulcair and the NDP are committed to making it work. Firstly, they would ask the Canadian public what their stand on this is. Reform or abolish. After that, they would work with the provinces. And as I said, it is not an easy task, but it is something that is possible and that we will work towards.
So this will be the last question and we'll move on to the next segment.
So question for Mr. Cooper. So the Conservative Party has produced a four-back record from going up to the Supreme Court, losing out on the Truth in Sentencing Act in 2009, prostitution, assisted suicide, and mandatory minimum for gun violence, and is currently facing serious constitutional challenge on the Barbaric Practice Act, Bill C-51, commonly known as the Terror Bill, and amendments to the Citizens Act, Bill C-24. How can the Conservative Party continue to pass obviously unconstitutional bills, even when the Canadian Bar Association calls them out as such, almost unanimously?
I think it highlights the fact that we have a strong, robust, and independent judiciary. You talk about Bill C-51. This is good legislation. And it's constitutional legislation, but of course, when there are challenges, these matters are dealt with by the courts, and we maintain a strong independent judiciary in Canada.
Yeah, Cooper. Good legislation, Mike.
The Justice Minister routinely ignores advice
Bill C-51
from
is
lawyers
constitutional.
Department of Justice advised him that almost all of those aforementioned bills were unconstitutional. The government tables them because they think they're popular with their base. They know they're not going to pass constitutional muster.
Now we will hear the statements on environmental policy, and speaking order will be Patrice Katuba, Brent Rathgeber, Michael Cooper, and Marlene Maliko. Or Dr.
Excuse me, I don't know if we can do this, but we have two segments left, environment and foreign policy. Maybe I will just leave it up to you which one you would like to talk about, and then students can ask questions quickly.
Let them vote.
Okay. How many would like to hear environmental policy? Raise your hands. Okay. How many would like to hear foreign policy? Looks like foreign policy. Thank you.
They say that elections are never determined on Canadian foreign policy, but this might be the exception where foreign policy has been getting a lot of attention in the debates and forums and certainly in the national media. We're involved in a couple of armed conflicts in Syria and in Iraq. I think my constituents probably know that I voted in favor of the limited 6-month military mission into Iraq. I did so somewhat reluctantly. And then I voted against the extension of a 12-month mission into Syria because I see no positive outcomes in that Syrian quagmire of over 1,000 independent militia and mercenary armies fighting against each other with shifting allegiances, and we don't have any dependable ground troops in Syria like we do in Iraq with the Peshmerga. Now the Russians